Aha, we should have a microphone now. Alright, that's better. Alright, now let's get some music going. Welcome to Cheeseblock. It's my first Thursday night stream from the new location. I've moved things out to the garage, and I've got a little bit of a change to my audio setup as well. So if things sound a little bit different, that will be why. Alright, just getting Minecraft loaded in the background, which you won't be able to hear because I've changed things. Also, it looks like my microphone is pretty good at the moment in terms of the levels. Awesome. You are, of course, listening to Too High to Die by Apollo Music. And there's a little break in the audio there. Alright, and we'll have a listen to Puddle, and then we'll actually get started on the game. Alrighty, let me see. I should have... Yep. Where has my Minecraft gone? There it is. Now, one of the things I'm going to need to make that I don't have was in the screenshot. I do have the Nether Star cheese block, which is the most expensive cheese so far in the game. Alrighty. Hello, hello. I see there's someone in the Twitch chat. Welcome. Starting soon. Alright. Feel free to say hi. We're listening to Puddle now by Apollo Music, and we will get started with the gameplay very soon. So we've been on this mod pack for, well, this is the 23rd stream, so getting close to 6 months. And we've finally got to the ending section. So we're just doing this once a week for a couple of hours. And we're in the fifth and final quest progression. Quest progression. And we've just started it. So just starting to try and unlock things. Might just turn my microphone down a little bit. It's peaking a bit too much. Alright, there we go. All right. So how's everyone going? I'm having a good night. I've recently moved my setup to a different location. I'm now in the garage and not going to make as much noise with people nearby and keep them awake. So hopefully that will be good. That does mean the audio will be a little bit different. It'll be probably sounding a bit more like I'm in a garage than in a bedroom. But yeah, I've been playing with the audio and I think it's pretty good at the moment. Let me know if there's any improvements you can hear, or when you see the game itself, if there's any improvements you can see to the quality that might help as well. I have before you mention it, I have tried using performance mods, and it just makes things worse on this mod pack. Don't know why. Alright, so let's speaking of the game, let's get into the game. And we'll hit the stop on the music, and here we go. We are in Cheeseblock. Alright, let me just bring up the Yeah, can see the numbers and chat things better. Okay, so this that we have in my left hand here is a Nether Star cheese block, which is the most expensive cheese block so far in the game. In my right hand, I have a frying pan, which I'm not quite sure what to do with it, but it is from Tinker's Construct. I bought it from a wandering trader. I didn't have to make it myself, and it's rose gold. So let's have a bit of a look at what that actually is. So it is a rose gold cinder slime melting pan. So yeah, I'm not quite sure how to use it. Apparently it has a tank, and apparently we can use it for hitting things with and automatically melting them into the liquid. But I'm not quite sure how that works. Not actually figured that one out. But it's a nice, nice tool to have. I have tried using it as a primary weapon, and I have also tried just using it as a shield. I'm not quite sure which of those I meant to do. Right, so this cheese block that we've got, this is a Nether Star cheese block. So to have a look at how expensive this is to make, let's have a look at the recipe. So sure, we can just make it from 4 Nether Star cheeses, but to get those, we need to have a Nether Star block. And the other possibility is we can use Nether Star cheese fondue to make Nether Star cheese. You know, that kind of makes sense. What we actually need to do is we need to make Nether Star cheese fondue. Hey, J Hutch. Unchecked door, is that right? I wanted to shout out, so have a great day. You're heading out to the door to work, but you will listen as much as you can. Excellent, thank you. Thank you for stopping by. So yeah, this Nether Star cheese block requires a dense cheese block, which is 9 normal cheese blocks, 2 eco crystal blocks, and some smooth basalt. Now all of that pretty cheap. The difficult part here is it also needs 4 Nether Star shards. So there's 2 ways to get these. One is to kill a wither and break the star into 4 shards. The other is to mine a huge amount of these mature cheese blocks. So what we're going to do is we're going to try for that second option, because we did try killing a wither and it did not go well. Excellent, I'm glad I remembered unchecked door, because I only see your actual YouTube username in my chat on my end. So not sure why Restream decides to do it that way, but that's just the way it works. But I can also see Twitch chat, which is pretty cool. Alright, so let's go back to first person mode. We'll sleep and we'll start using these pistons to try and get some of these cheese blocks. Now we can also, the dense cheese blocks, sorry, mature cheese clusters I should say, we can also get those by crafting the scorched bricks and the chili cheese blocks together. So once we've got a stack of each of those, or once we've got 8 stacks of the scorched bricks and a stack of the chili cheese blocks, we'll make a stack of these as well and see if we can get some more of these Nether Star pieces that we don't, Wither Star Fragments, we don't have any of at the moment. Now we are going to have to do some nasty things to some of these mobs if they keep going there, because they're just going to get destroyed by suffocation. So let's have a look. We have 1 string. Let's see if we've got a couple more, and we'll get some leads and get these guys out of the way. Let's see, we have plenty of string here, so let's grab those, and we will grab a piece of slime of some description. Alright. And we're going to need that copper as well. You'll see why shortly, but basically we're going to need the everything. A bit of the everything. Okay, so here we go. We've got some regular slime balls here. We'll just get some leads and move these guys out of the way. I can't be bothered getting seeds and wheat and all that sort of stuff, so we're just going to use the old-fashioned lead method. We get that chicken out of there. Come on, chicken. Oh, you're stuck. You're gonna be difficult, are you? Come on, chicken. If you're gonna be like that, we'll just go up this ladder and force you to come with us. I got you out of the hole. Now, if we go this way, you land in the hole again. You know what? I got another solution for this. Water. Let's get you out of the water. Alright, now I'm going to tie you to something so you can't come back. tie you to the fence up here, along with this llama. And let's see. Got one more, so we'll get this guy out of here before he falls down. Alright, we do have a glut of chickens though, so maybe we could cull some chickens. And we also have... Let's break the lead. No. This didn't follow very well. Okay. Come on, up the stairs. Let's tie you to this one as well. And we'll go make some more leads. Just want to get these knobs out of the way because they're just going to cause problems. So, more string. Look at that. We got 8 more there. Could be more than enough to make 4 leads. Alright. Once we get that far, we will look at continuing the mining. So I just don't want to start up the pistons and get things stuck in the blocks. I was having a bit of a play with the pack earlier to try and get my my thumbnail, and they kept getting stuck in the blocks. So I was like, that's just going to be annoying. Oh, are you seriously not following me? You are seriously not following me. Okay, can we get all of you guys just come this way? That would be great. Alright, we got one. Sheep, can you come too? I mean, pig, can you come too? No, you can't. Okay. We'll get the sheep out of the way. The sheep can go on this one. Nope, sheep has broken its lead. No, it's stuck. Okay, sheep, this way. Alright, you know what, sheep? You can stay there if you're stuck. It's fine. So let's get these guys. Piggy. Come with me, Piggy. I want you over this way. Come on, you can do it. Yes, got you out of the cheese. Okay. Let's get you up the stairs then. You following? Yep, Pig is following. Good. So we'll tie you to that, and we'll try and get this last chicken. Last chicken won't cooperate. We'll just have to use extreme measures. Now, chicken, are you going to follow? If we go this way, will you follow? What if we go this way? Chicken, what are you doing? Okay, we need to go a bit further. We'll go this way then. That should hopefully get you out of the... Yep, that got you out of the flow, and now you're flying back to us. Excellent. So let's tie you up with the other chickens up here. That should keep all of the mobs out of the way. Did that chicken actually follow us? Looks like it did. Okay, excellent. So, now we have a button. That button can go down here, but we need to pick up this water first because buttons can't be waterlogged for some reason. Many other things can't, but buttons cannot. At least in 1.20.1. Okay, so push that one up, and then we push that one up. So the idea is we get as many of these mature cheese clusters as we can, which at the moment is going really well. But we'll probably get, yep, so this one here is a scorched stone instead. So we're going to need to mine that one out of the way. And this is where the mobs would start getting pushed in by the various fluids. So that's what we're trying to avoid. Now we should have a piston here as well, which I forgot to do. So let's pop that piston down. And we need the mobs out of the way so we could do that without suffocating the mobs while we place the piston as well. So let's do that. Then we get this one back. Fixes our generator. just do this until we got roughly half a stack. We can only push it when it's one of the cheeses. We can't push it when it's the scorched stone, which is really annoying, because if we could just push all of it out of the way, it'd be much quicker. Alright, so there's some more chili cheese. A couple more chili cheese. Let's push that one. We're going to need a lot of copper as well, so we're going to do the same thing with the regular cheese clusters. But we of course need to get the cheeses required first. Alright, so let's get these ones. That gives us... Oh, look at that, we've already got a stack of 64 chili cheese blocks, so we'll just make sure we get another one. I reckon that should hopefully be enough if we make 2 stacks. Just need to get all the bricks. Push that one across. Line that one. Rinse and repeat. Alright. Alright, looks like we've got a couple more people on YouTube chat. Feel free to say hi. Or watching on YouTube, feel free to say hi in the chat. And yeah, if you're wondering, this is a mod pack called Cheeseblock. It's a Skyblock made by Dan Rose Probs. He did a quick series to introduce like an edited series of videos to introduce the mod pack, and then promptly didn't finish it. So I thought, that looks like a fun mod pack. I'll give it a go myself. So nearly 6 months later, here I am, still trying to work my way through it. It is fun, but it is challenging. Very grindy as well, which may be why not as many people have played it. But it's Tinker's Construct on 1.20.1, so I thought that was worth checking out. I do like Tinker's Construct. Oops, and this is why we wanted to use the pistons, because things get broken. I'll push that one up so it doesn't get broken. No, can't push that one. Okay, push those ones up, and we'll place these items. Let's see, we got 5 short of a stack of the chili cheese blocks. It looks like we're going to be pretty close, so we need to get rid of the gold nugget so we can pick them up. This is why we didn't want to mine things accidentally. Alright. So that's, yeah, we've got nearly 2 stacks of chili cheese blocks, which we can turn into more of these mature cheese clusters. It's going to be really handy for trying to get all of the Nether Star shards. Or Nether Star Fragments, I forget what they're called. Alright. We've already got one of the most expensive cheeses in the game. So basically, the whole idea behind Cheeseblock is that you start on a 5x5x5 skyblock made of cheese. That is it, just cheese. And the cheese is the cheese that you can make from milk in Tinker's Construct, except that it's also cheese clusters and dense cheese blocks. So yeah, dense cheese blocks and was it? Yeah, dense cheese blocks and I forget what they're called. We'll get to it in a sec. But yeah, you start on cheese. You have to use the cheese to make things, and you have nothing but your fist to start with. And then you need to turn the cheese into various other things with various different recipes, which is quite a lot of fun in the early game stages. It does get a bit grindy after that, but we'll have a bit of a look at the quest lines in a moment. You can see what we've done in the last nearly 6 months to get to this point, with a couple of hours worth of gameplay per week. Okay, so we've got that stack done. And we'll try and reach the push limit with this one, and hopefully by then we will have enough chili cheese to make that make at least 1 stack of these things. All right. think that's going to be push limit on the next one that comes up. Nope, one more. That'll be push limit. Yep, okay, so we'll sleep so we've got nice daylight to see what we're doing. And we'll have a bit of a look at what we're doing. Okay. So we've got about half a stack here, so it's 24. Then we've got enough to make another stack here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to clear out everything from our inventory. We'll get these excess stone swords from the Wither skeleton cage. Alright, and then we'll grab all of these. Let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and then a stack of the chili cheese. So we can make another stack of these blocks that we've just been generating, and we can mine all of those with a fortunate, a lucky pickaxe from Tinker's Construct, which will hopefully get us a couple of those stars. So we'll mine that pile first, but we'll place this lot down as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4 by 4 by 4. Now the thing with the cheese is, as you may have heard from the block sound from placing it, it behaves a lot like honey blocks. So when you are stepping on it, you cannot actually jump. Well, you can jump, but you can't jump up. You're limited to a less than 1 block jump. So a little bit frustrating to try and climb around. That's that chicken is dangling over the void. Alright, now that's just going to be not very satisfying to look at if we have that one up there. So we'll just use Silk Touch to pick that one up. And we'll place it there. Alright, now we'll get these two. And we will get as many resources as we can from this. So this is our lucky Overgrowth 2, Pierce 2, Cultivated 1 Skyroot pickaxe. Lucky is the main part. It's basically effectively fortune. What we're looking for is a pale blue item. We do need all of these other resources as well, but not quite as much. Alright, and we'll push this one up. Grab that last one. Pretty sure we did not get a single one. We did not get a single one out of all of those, so let's hopefully have a bit more luck with the stack worth that we've got here. We do have a lot of scorched bricks, so we could potentially make another stack of these dense cheese, mature cheese clusters, and get some more of those fragments. So we haven't got any yet. Let's try this whole stack and see what happens. This is the main way of getting resources in this pack, is to get to the point of being able to make cheese clusters, and then you can get all of the minerals and metals and things. Now you'd think with luck that we would actually have got at least one by now. Considering we need 4 of them, this may take a little while. So, there's one. So we need 3 more of those per block, and we need 2 more blocks. We've got 1 already. Let's see, do we have enough to make another stack yet? not quite. Alright, so that's one nether star shard. And we need to make 2 more of these nether star cheese blocks. Because, unfortunately, that's how many it takes to make a bucket of nether star cheese fondue. Now, while we're here, we may as well get these cobalt nuggets fashioned into ingots, because we are going to need some cobalt. It gives us 15. It's nice, and then we have 6 already, so that gives us at least 2 blocks of cobalt, which will be handy later on. Okay. Alright, so for a bit of a change of scenery, let's go do the dance cheese clusters. The cheese clusters. Similar sort of setup over here. We just push things. Now the seared stone is basically the same as the scorched stone for this type of generator, in that it does not allow us to push it with a piston. But this one, of course, does, and the cheese, of course, does. Alright, so this is a great way of generating cheese. Basically, you have fondue and molten scorched stone, and you have them mixed like a cobblestone generator. But in the meantime, we need to get some more of this. This is not as cheap to make more of the clusters as the mature cheese clusters are, because you actually need 4 cheese blocks for each one. So we'll just grab these cheese blocks. Now these cheese blocks also don't mine with a regular pickaxe, so we are using a pick-adze, which has a sort of a shovel function as well. It's important for the earlier, and it can also break lower tier stone, which is interesting that it's considered a lower tier stone, but it's also not able to be moved by a piston. These types of stone are used specifically for multi-block creations in Tinker's Construct. So the Foundry, for example, Smeltery uses seared bricks or seared stone variants, basically. And so that's one of the reasons why these bricks are not movable with a piston, because it would accidentally break your smeltery. Okay. By the way, if you are new here and you're enjoying the stream, feel free to like the stream. If you are on Twitch, feel free to follow. And if you are on YouTube, feel free to subscribe. All of those things are things that you can do, should you wish to do so. All right, let's keep the pillar going. Switch to the pick-adze again. Push that one across. Oh, we haven't pushed it across. We'll push that one up. And push that one across. And then push this one up. And rinse and repeat. Alright, so for every stack of these cheese blocks, we can only make 16 additional cheese clusters. It's kind of frustrating because you need a lot of them. I mean, there are other ways of getting copper. We can make a drown farm, for example. But it's probably just as effective as this one, although a little bit more risky, because the drown can actually hurt you if you don't set your farm up properly. Alright, we're just trying to reach push limit on these. Now, an alternative option here would be to mine these with silk touch and have hoppers underneath to pick them up. I found this is actually more effective. Although you can make wooden hoppers, they're not as fast. And it's easier to just bulk mine stuff once you've got a bunch of it than it is to try and collect a bunch of it by mining and then bulk mine it once you've collected a bunch of it, if that makes sense. Not quite a push limit yet. Alright, looks like we've lost people on YouTube, but we've got someone else watching on Twitch. So, hello Twitch. Alright, nearly there. Push that one across. Are we at push limit yet? Not quite. Push that one across as well. And we'll grab this one. As you can see, the moon is made of cheese as well. Kind of makes sense thematically for the pack. Alright, we'll grab that bit of cheese. Now, we push them yet? Not quite. Okay. Getting close. It looks like we need to... Is that... Yeah, the durability is getting low, but that's the over slime that's running out, so that's alright. Just have to collect some slime. Alright, so we accidentally mined... I wasn't looking, so I accidentally mined a cheese cluster when we didn't want to. Just push these ones out. And now we're at push limit on that one. That worked out well. And we got... Oh, look at that. We're at push limit on both of these, I think. Or we will be soon. Now we're at push limit. Okay. So let's drop the extra bits here. Yep. Alright, so we go up. We'll get these cheese blocks. We'll sleep, so we've got some daylight to do things in. And then we will mine that stack of blocks. Let's see if we can get some copper from that. So the aim today is to get 2 more of those fondue blocks. We also want to get some extra resources that go on this side while we're at it. So pop those away. We're one short of getting 4 more compact cheese blocks, I think it is. Alright, so we want to mine these and grab all of the resources. As you can see, these are a block that drops multiple resources, which is great. What we're after is the copper nuggets to turn... Oops! Did not see that creeper. I heard it, but I did not see it till it was too late. Luckily, we have... Luckily we have a corpse mod, but it looks like they blew up the corpse. I have not seen that happen before. So we lost... Ah, that's because it fell. We just dropped extra stuff we couldn't carry by the look of it. Okay, so let's drop all of those. And we'll go and get the stuff from our corpse. But that was unexpected. Obviously there's somewhere we didn't light up that we needed to light up. So that was a nasty experience from the creeper. So it looks like it blew up. Blew up some storage, that was the problem. Okay. Alright, well we will deal with that. Also blew up... Yeah, it also blew up the scaffolding. It's really annoying. Okay. We need to work on our storage. Let's grab our axe. We also need to work on our lighting by the look of it. There's a spider over there. Alright, we'll grab our axe and we'll grab our armor. One hit us because we weren't expecting it. Also, the fry pan did not work as a shield for us. Although I didn't try to use it as a shield, so... Okay. Grab our axe and make some more chests. Or one more chest. I'll put most of this stuff away. And we'll try and fix that hole in the platform above us. And put the scaffolding back. Do we seriously get no sapling for that? That is so annoying. Alright, well that's fine. We'll just make another one later on. Make another one. Plant another one. Alright. Hello, Catsmith. And welcome. Okay. I will see what that's about shortly. Tee-hee-hee. Usually means you've done something that I will approve of, but that you feel is worth giggling about, which is fine. So that's a bone block. Let's see. I've gone the wrong way. We need to go the other way. I need to drop all this stuff in here. Okay, that rose gold thingo we will hold on to. Transfer items and get the rest of the stuff back. And we'll place some more of these curd blocks in a second. We'll just get rid of some of the excess stuff. Are you talking about the creeper thing? Ah, yes, it was kind of funny. Not paying attention. Got myself blown up. Okay. Alright, so out of all that, we got 45 copper nuggets, which is good. So we need... Basically, we need 16. We need 18, but one block will be enough. Just the more the merrier. Okay, and we'll chuck all the iron and other stuff in there. And put away the other stuff that belongs in the chest upstairs. And there's some cheese curd, so I don't need to grab cheese curd. I think that will probably do us for the moment. In terms of putting things away in here. Put the rest upstairs. Once we place some of these cheese curd blocks to replace our missing floor. Got ourselves blowed up. Okay. Welcome, by the way, Catsmith. And yes, it was a hilarious time for you to join and see my misfortune. Okay, so if we go this way, that should take us up to where we want to go. Yep, so that's where we need to be if we want to mine from the top again. I'll just put the rest of these away. And what else can we fit in here? Beetroot seeds, mushrooms, regular seeds, and glowberries got blown up as well, did they? Okay. Well, let's get rid of the eggs. If I get rid of the eggs, I do mean get rid of the eggs. We have far too many chickens now. Get rid of all of these ones too. Alright. Okay, so That's a bit better in terms of what's in the inventory now. Alright. Oi! Who asked your opinion? Alright. Let's get the torches up there so that doesn't happen again, shall we? We should have a fair bit of coal. Oh, got a fair bit of gold we can chuck in there. Should have a fair bit of coal from the nether, the Wither skeleton farm, which we haven't used today. So let's go back and just get coal from here, and we'll just there we go. We've got coal nuggets. We'll turn those into coal, and then we'll grab the other coal here. And then we'll grab some sticks and make a few torches. Alright, now we'll place some torches up on the problematic area where those other guys came from. We'll pop that away again. Might as well pop those away as well. Probably don't need to be carrying those. And those ones. And those ones. Alright, and excess egg, let's throw that. Oops. Did not mean to hit you. I think we should just use a lead and move you. You seem to have come down a little too late. Did you follow? I don't think he followed. Did we make him sit? You're getting yourself killed. Crazy dog. Alright, you know what? Stay there. Oh, have you... You are still in the lead. You know what? Just sit. I don't want you following me right now. Okay. So, we'll use the lead to get this guy out perhaps, but... Let's just deal with this first. Try and replace this. A lot of missing resources. Alright. That wasn't fast enough. I mean, it was too fast, that's what I'm trying to say. Okay, that's going quite quickly, that's good. Now, we didn't place any torches, did we? We better sleep and then do that. Alright, thank you, Twitch bot. You can go to the world of banning. I will report you when I can be bothered, but for the moment, if... Catsmith, do you still have Twitch mod powers? Can you take care of that bot for me? If you do, great. If you don't, that's fine. I'll take care of it later on. Alright, it looks like maybe that's actually showed up as deleted on my end now. That's good. Nope, it hasn't. Alright, so we'll just spam the chat on the YouTube side of things to get rid of that from the Twitch front. There we go. So that way it doesn't show up on the on-screen chat. And I'll ban them on Twitch later on if they haven't already been banned. Okay. I don't know why they do that. It's a complete breach of terms of service to try and sell views. I'm not interested in getting views that are paid for. Thank you. Appreciate it, Catsmith. I'm not interested in getting views that are paid for. I'd rather get organic views. And if people are not interested in the content I'm doing, then that is fine. They can just not watch. And if they are interested, great. Then they can watch. If they like it, fantastic. Or if they are engaged enough to follow, that's great as well. But if they're not, that's also fine. And they can move on if they wish, or they can keep watching. It's entirely up to them. I don't really mind. So I'm not relying on this for my income. I have a what they call a real job, otherwise known as, traditional employment. So I'm not doing this to pay the bills, and I don't expect to be able to do this to pay the bills. So I certainly can't afford to buy views to try and pay the bills, because that just doesn't make any sense anyway. Why would I pay money to get to the point where I can make enough money to afford to pay to have views? That just makes no sense. I don't see the logic behind it. I mean, obviously there are people that do it and don't care about breaching terms of service, but it's just not my thing. I mean, if nobody did it, then it wouldn't be worth their while. But obviously, enough people actually do it that they feel it's worth their while to spam in random chats and take the risk of having their account banned because they just make another one. All right. Thank you, Catsmith. I do appreciate you. All right. All right. So there we go. We've got 2 stacks of those, and we've got enough to make 5 random blocks as well. So let's do that. We'll do the what are these called again? Compact cheese blocks. Yep. So do the compact cheese blocks, of which we now have 5, and then we'll get as many of these bricks as we've got, and see if we can make 5 additional cheese clusters. Yeah, plenty. There we go. Alright, so that's 5 additional cheese clusters there that we'll mine straight away, and then we'll go mine the other ones from the top. And once we've done these ones, we'll go back and repeat with the mature cheese clusters. And hopefully, we'll get everything we need. I saw a bit of copper in there, so that's good. Not a lot, but some. And lots of these bricks. Okay. I think that's the lot. And then we go get those. Alright. Pizza done cooking. Nice. Mount pizza done cooking. MT pizza done cooking. So that's like a mountain of pizza. That'd be pretty cool. Although it could be overkill, I guess. That's right. I left this without torches because I wanted the ice at one stage. But we don't actually need the ice anymore, so I'm going to just put some torches down here. Spam torches until that area is a bit safer. Alright. Have I ever played Hypixel Skyblock? I have not. It's not my thing. But hello, Anime Stalker. Nice to see you. Welcome. I don't know. A Skyblock that is pay to win just isn't my thing. Just not my style. I mean, I know there's the PvP type stuff there as well, like Bed Wars and those sorts of things. But I prefer traditional Skyblock. Solo Skyblock where it's you against the void. But I hear it's very popular, and it's not against people playing it themselves if they want to do it. I mean, Catsmith has mentioned, they've played it. All right, so push this one up. this one up. Alright, so we're just going to push the chili ones aside for the moment. I'll just make a stack of these ones, and then we'll do another stack that's chili as the chili ones come through, and then we'll clear up the chili ones if one of the stacks reaches push limit. Oh, forgot and broke that one. Okay, so we've got scorched stone and seared stone. We'll put the seared stone away in the other chest in a moment. Alright, let's not use the lucky one. So maybe the cheese cluster will reach push limit before the other one. The mature cheese cluster. We'll see. Whichever one reaches push limit first, we'll mine that down anyway. Although if we reach push limit on the other column, we'll need this one to be at push limit anyway to get to it. Hello, DeFord Shark. Welcome. Good to see you. Alright, so we got these mature cheese clusters and chili cheese blocks to mine on this one. They give us nether style resources basically. Push these ones over. We've just got to get. Unfortunately, we can't just push the seared stone. We have to mine those ones manually, which is why it takes a little while. If it wasn't for those ones, I'd just automate this process and have it just push it until it gets to push limit. Okay, so that one's reached push limit. No, that's not push limit. That's just the yeah, it's a seared stone again. All right, so push this one over. That one that we want to keep there. And that has reached push limit. So, in that case, we will go up to the top and mine these ones. We'll switch to the lucky pickaxe. Alright, and we'll leave that one there. Yeah, that's blocking the flow. Okay. Now, we did not get another nether star there by the look of it. But we would have got a whole bunch of these scorched bricks. So let's grab that stack and put these 8 away. Let's see if we've got 8 stacks here. I think we do. We're pretty close to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We should be able to make the rest from bricks that we'll get from mining the ones that we'll be able to make. So, pop that in the middle. Pop all of these in. Spread it around. And we are 3/4 of a stack. Awesome. So, we'll do 3 layers of 16. So we're looking to get more of these specifically, and they are a very low chance. It's about the same chance as getting a netherite nugget from here. I think it's like a 5% chance or something ridiculous like that. Or a 1% chance. I think it's a 1% chance actually, or maybe a 0.5% chance rather than 5%. Seems a bit more realistic. Okay, so let's just sleep before we get any more creepers. Alright, I've hit the halfway point on the stream, or at least the normal halfway point, about 5 minutes behind because I was running a little late when I started the stream. So we'll go for at least another hour. Okay. And now that we've slept, we'll take this lot out with the lucky pickaxe. So we're looking for a pale blue, or blue-white, very small item. If we're lucky, we'll get 2 at a time. Like, if the luck actually pays off from the pickaxe. I think the lucky makes it slightly more likely that we'll drop it, but not a whole percent or anything lovely like that. Let's see, none so far. Let's see if anything else comes up in the extra stuff. No, we got 2. Oh, sweet. That was good. All right. So we need to do that 3 more times, roughly. We need 8 of those. So now we did get enough here to make 8, I think. Maybe? Let's give it a go. Oh, 24 apparently. So we can make 8 at least. And we got 21, so we can make another 2. We can make 10. Alright. So that gives us... And maybe that'll give us enough bricks from those 10 to craft the rest. Oh, wrong tool. Let's use the lucky one. Worked out well for us so far. No more. Okay. What we'll do, though, is we will get started on making the... oh, let's see. 35. That'll be enough to make a couple more. But we'll get started on making the other thing that we're going to need once we get past this current quest. 1 every 2 stacks is 5%. It might be 5% then, because we got, what, 3 out of 1.5 stacks? And it might be that 5% is the base chance and that the lucky is actually helping. We're getting netherite nuggets though. We have 18 netherite nuggets, so that's enough for another 2 netherite ingots. Alright, we can make a netherite block soon, the way things are going. Not that that's necessarily going to be of much use. Okay, so... let's see how many more of these we can make. Looks like some. Oh, almost the whole amount. Cool. 9 more. Alright, so it looks like the netherite nuggets are actually more of a chance than the nether star shards. So the other way to get those, of course, is to kill a nether and break the nether star into 4 of them. Kill a nether, kill the wither. But I tried that on another stream and it didn't go well. So luckily I realised I'd actually done that on the backup copy of the world, not the main world. So the last stream I did basically what we're doing now, except that's the Silk Touch one. That is not going to help. So I did basically what we're doing now and got the first Nether Star cheese block. But we need 3 of them because we need to make Nether Star Fondue. So it is the most expensive cheese in the game, in the mod pack. I think it is the final boss of the cheeses, as it were. Which would make sense because we need it to get to the nether, so get to the end, so we can take on the Ender Dragon. Which we won't be doing tonight at this rate. And this one has Silk Touch, if you're wondering as well. Or the silky ability, which is Silk Touch with Tinker's Construct. Alright, so I've got a couple more of those. 3 of those, awesome. Let's just grab those then. Push the next one. Had a feeling that would happen. And we could also set up a production line for the bricks so we could make this a bit faster. We could set up a production line for the chili cheese. There's other ways to make it. But you need to set orange cheese on fire, which, you know, this seems more effective. Alrighty. I always find it funny. Not that there's anything wrong with playing Hypixel Skyblock, but that when I have Skyblock in the description, I get people expecting Hypixel Skyblock. Skyblock is around for a lot longer than Hypixel. And although Hypixel Skyblock might be some people's only experience of Skyblock, it is not the definitive Skyblock. If you're talking single player. It is just a Skyblock that is very popular. But yes, I've never been one for that sort of gameplay myself. The multiplayer Skyblock on a paid server. Whatever floats your goat, that's right. I don't judge, I just choose not to partake. Or maybe I do judge a little bit, but, you know, I don't resent people for doing it. That's probably more fair. Probably more accurate to say that's what I do. I think we dropped that one into the void. Might have picked it up. Doesn't really matter. Plenty more where that came from. Totally right about the goats. Just don't inhale, officer. Yep. Inhaling a goat sounds painful. For everyone concerned. Alright, are we going to push them yet? Get close, I'm sure. Now, of course,